Good morning. We're in Chelsea today at the Chelsea Food Shelf, and I'm here with Kate McLean, who is a select board member and very active in community organization in Chelsea. And I'm with Arthur Edersheim, who is the organizer of the Chelsea Food Shelf itself. Art, maybe we can start with you. Can you tell us a little bit about the Chelsea Food Shelf?
Yeah, the Chelsea Food Shelf is part of the United Church of Chelsea.
And Kate, let me ask you, is the food shelf the only kind of food sourcing that's planned for Chelsea, or do they have some plans for something else in the near future?
Well, actually, we're really fortunate here in Chelsea. We have the food shelf. We have the Chelsea Area Senior Center, which offers Meals on Wheels twice a week to seniors here in Chelsea on Mondays and Fridays. And then we also we have had a very active response from our school, feeding the families that need assistance 3 times a week, and then with additional assistance on the weekends.
That's great. Art, how often does the food shelf meet?
We meet twice a month, the second and the fourth Tuesday of every month.
How many people come to the food shelf?
Well, our 2 food shelves, one's around noon and the other's more towards the evening from 5 to 6, because we wanted to give people that were working or unavailable during the day the opportunity to come to the second one. If you combine the 2, lately we've had about 85 households representing about 120 household members or individuals that get.
Now, is that a change since the beginning of the COVID pandemic?
Yeah, it's almost double. It's gone up about 70 to 80% since this time last year.
And are these people all from Chelsea?
No, I'd say about 2/3 are from Chelsea and the rest of the folks come from surrounding towns.
And what kind of requirements have you put on it in terms of who is eligible to come? Are there any?
In non-pandemic times, there's an income eligibility requirement. Once the pandemic started, anybody can come, anybody that needs food. We don't have people fill out any paperwork. We don't ask any questions. It's just everybody that needs some food, we'll supply it.
Kate, where does the food come from for the food shelf?
Well, actually, that would be a question for Art. I've done just one sourcing, which was we were really lucky to have King Arthur Flour agree to bake for every distribution. And so now we're getting a good source of bread.
And other food sources?
Our biggest food source is the Vermont Food Bank. And at times we've had local area farms, Cross Molina Farms last year, did a really nice job getting us produce and eggs and so forth. And the Church of Latter-day Saints, last year and this year, have provided some of the local towns, Tunbridge, Bethel, South Royalton, Sharon, with a grant. We split our grant with Tunbridge, but it's $5,000 each. So
we've heard in some areas that people are reluctant to come to the food shelf. In fact, many of the people who are recently out of work have never used a food shelf before. Have you found that to be true here, or do you have any personal experiences with some of the people that have come by? Yesterday,
when we had our last distribution, we had a number of people that came and said they were here for the first time. So we think people are not as much reluctant to come as they just don't know the routine and how it goes about. And that was one thing we worried about, telling people we were still going to be open and this is how we were going to do it.
What is the routine?
Well, the routine now is basically we do a drive-through food shelf. We just ask them how many households and how many people in each household, so we know how many boxes to load into their vehicle. And then, we open up the back, we load the food on, and off they go. So there's, really people don't get out of their cars. There's, no reason to be nervous about what's happening.
So, Kate, what other things can be done in order to both advertise the food shelf and to normalize the food shelf, to take away any sense of hesitation?
We've been trying to reduce the barriers both by getting the information out there and reducing the stigma. So getting the information out there is easy online. You can do that through Facebook, through Front Porch Forum, through emails. through the various listservs, but there is a decent portion of our population that is not online or doesn't have regular access to it. And so to that end, we put together a newsletter this past week that went out to every Chelsea resident, and that was specifically addressing food access because of how many residents who might be new to food insecurity and don't know the resources that are available.
If somebody has an urgent need for food, do they have to wait 2 weeks till the next food shelf opens? What's the process there?
They just have to call. If they,
Who should they call?
The number's mine. You want the number?
Yeah.
685-3146. Give me a call and we'll arrange a time. If you have transportation, we'll arrange a time for you to come and pick it up by the church. And if you don't have transportation, we'll make delivery.
Well, I'd like to thank both of you, first for the work that you've done here and for the service you're providing to the community. I guess in summary, we can say that the Chelsea Food Shelf, meeting twice a month, one of many sources of food supplies and food supplementation in the Upper Valley, done by these people that are working within the community on a voluntary basis to assist their fellow members in the community itself. Thank you.